Welcome back to Wager Talk TV. I'm Pavlos Laguretos here to break down the match between Costa Rica and Suriname in the Gold Cup, set to be played on Sunday, 11 p.m. Eastern. But before that, we have another competition that starts on Saturday. It's the FIFA Club World Cup, and we have a nice special offer. You can find that at wt.buzz/pl. It's the first 32-team Club World Cup in history. It's coming to the USA in 2025 for just $129, regularly $199. You can get every play, every prop bet, every future. You won't miss a single match, and I already have loaded, I think 6 or 7 futures, most of them 2 or 3% for the Club World Cup. And if you want the entire sport of soccer for 3 months, you can get 90-day soccer pass for just $349. I'm sorry. Regular price is $499. You get all plays from all competitions, all 5% releases, everything. And we've been running hot in the last 2 summers combined for plus 215 units of profit from June to August. So it's really going well for us in the summer months, as we know these leagues very well. Head over to my page at wt.buzz/pl. I have a 4% loaded for the Gold Cup this weekend, and of course the rest of my plays are going to be loaded as well. Now onwards to our free play, Costa Rica versus Suriname in the Gold Cup, Sunday 11 p.m. Eastern start. Costa Rica are minus 150 favorites. The draw is at plus 260, and Suriname are plus 450 underdogs here, with the Asian spread set at 0.75 goals and the Asian total set at 2.25 goals. In this group, Mexico are the big favorites to win the group at minus 650. Costa Rica are at plus 450, followed by Suriname at plus 2,000, and Dominican Republic are at plus 4,000. To qualify from this group, Mexico are minus 5,000. Costa Rica are minus 200, minus 280. Suriname are plus 300, and Dominican Republic at plus 600. Now, right off the bat, this is probably my favorite group in the entire Gold Cup. I really like Costa Rica and what they've done in recent years, while Suriname, as odd as it may seem, they're one of my dark horses to qualify at plus 300. The sad thing is that only 2 of these teams of this 4-team group can qualify, and Mexico is probably a near lock to qualify, with Costa Rica also being very strong candidates to follow them into the next round. However, Suriname, they are a sneaky pick that could maybe do something in this competition, while the Dominican Republic, they're by far the weakest team in the group. Now, starting with one of my futures for this play from this group, I find absolutely no value in backing Costa Rica or Mexico, no matter how possible it may seem. I'm just throwing a dart here with just a 1-unit bet on Suriname to qualify at plus 300. Now, Costa Rica, they have one of the best generations of players coming from their youth teams. Most of them are not ready yet for the men's national team, but this is a team that has a lot of potential moving forward, and I think we'll see really good stuff from this Costa Rica side in the near future. Now, their current squad is pretty strong as well. They took advantage of teams from lower strength, and they've been blasting them left and right with some gaudy scorelines in the recent matches. However, they did play for a 1-1 draw against this opponent, Suriname, in the Nations League back in October. They tend to struggle a little bit against better teams, but there are very few teams in this Gold Cup that are better than Costa Rica. Just a reminder that they did hold Brazil to a goalless draw in last year's Copa America in the group stage. They also beat Paraguay by 2-1, but they were eliminated as they lost to Colombia by 3-0, and they finished 3rd. Even so, they've only lost to Panama, Mexico, and Colombia in their last 22 competitive matches dating back to 2022. But they did lose to Panama 5 times, to Mexico twice, and to Colombia once. Again, this is a really good generation of players for Costa Rica. They found a very good balance between talented youngsters and experienced players. Like 30-year-old Keylor Navas at the goalkeeper position, Francisco Calvo, Mora and Vargas at the defense, and a bunch of MLS players playing up front. Now, Suriname, I know there's a lot of people who don't even know if this is a country, where it is, if it has any chances, but let me tell you, this is a really interesting case, this Suriname side. They're a former Dutch colony, and just for the record, I'm going to list a couple of, not a couple, several players that are of Surinamese descent, and some of them were even born there, but almost always these players prefer to play for the Netherlands. So the reason I mentioned this is that this is a small nation but has produced some really decent talents over the years. It's just that those talents, they prefer a more competitive environment in Europe. So I know this information might look unimportant to the average bettor, but we have to understand that this small nation could have been a vastly bigger name if players could chose to represent them instead of the Netherlands. Now, starting with players who are of Surinamese descent that could have opted to play for the team, and there are some really interesting names there. Liverpool's Virgil van Dijk, he could play for Suriname. Inter Milan's Denzel Dumfries, former Liverpool midfielder Gini Wijnaldum, current Liverpool midfielder Ryan Gravenberch, former Ajax product Steven Bergwijn, Aston Villa's Doniel Malen. And even if you go back in time, you know, for those of you that were watching soccer in the 90s and mainly AC Milan, you remember the pitbull Edgar Davids, who played for Barcelona, AC Milan and Tottenham, Nigel de Jong for Ajax and Manchester City, Clarence Seedorf, Ruud Gullit, Patrick Kluivert. So basically a great majority of players who played in the Netherlands could have played for Suriname. So all I'm trying to say is that they have a lot of potential. They're not punching bags. They do have a lot of players who have European experience in the lower tiers of England, Belgium, Netherlands, and the Nordic countries. So the way that Costa Rica have been playing under the new coach, who took over in early 2025, spells goals. And since the goal difference is the first tiebreaker, they might look to score a bunch of goals against Suriname. Now, both teams to score is at plus 120. The over 2.25 goals is at minus 105. This is a strange match to predict. I'm going to lean to the over 2.25 goals here, minus 105. I think I see at least a couple of goals here. Maybe it sticks in a 1-1 draw, but I think these two go for it. So over 2.25 goals here at minus 105. Make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Drop a comment below. Let us know what you think about this match or for this tournament altogether. Again, we do have a 4% best bet loaded for the weekend in the Gold Cup, a bunch of futures for the Club World Cup, and a nice promo to get the entire Club World Cup for just $1.29. So head over to my page at wt.buzz/pl and you'll find a bunch of free plays, both in written form and in video form. I'm gonna be following these two competitions very closely over the summer. Good luck and God bless.